Hey guys, we're back with the Great Ace Attorney Resolve. We're on the final case, we just started it. Yeah. I'm still going back and forth on whether I believe Gregson's, like, acting as the Reaper or not. Like, we've basically just been told that there's evidence about it, but haven't really been shown much. Like, I don't know. He very well could be. We're going with that, right? Reaper's Notebook. Right, so Van Ziggs is here too now, right? This is new testimony, right? It's been a day. Names of victims. Let's do that, sure. Dates, places, and stuff. What stuff? Says the victims' names. The other names kept popping up. Other name. What other name was that? It's the one I told you yesterday. Same name written over and over again. Jikoku? Oh, Asa Shin. Oh. Yeah, that's the one. She a friend of yours or something, isn't she? Were you been listening yesterday? I was thinking, did he tell? Asa Shin. The assassin. Yeah, I got that from the name. What? Like, a killer, you mean? Gregson was the tactician, the one who came up with the plan of attack. He investigated the mugs thoroughly, finding out when they would be vulnerable, and who to use to get at them. But the person actually executing his plans was someone else, you're saying. If that's true, then the Reaper does indeed start to sound like an organized group of vigilantes. Ah! That's what it said on the passport document. Permission for the applicant and one additional person to travel. No, she's dead. Clearly the assassin, who was meant to take Seshio Jikoku's life. Gina, can you confirm that? It's the final entry that listed Grouse and Seshio Jikoku. What name was written? Oh, well, it's the only entry that doesn't have a name next to it as it happens. What? Just had like a question mark or something there, I think. In other words, Gregson himself didn't know the identity of the assassin in that case. But Gregson was the one making the plans, was he not? Oh, how infuriating. A nameless assassin? It said Grouse for the place on that date, and the name of the mark. Yeah, let's do this one. What do you mean a criminal? Judge Shikoku's no criminal. Don't ask me, I don't know nothing about it. Oh, do you remember? Yeah, I remember. I remember, I don't need the flashback. We all know. Broke the witness stand. He was charged with words for hearsay. It was a pitiful situation, yes. Forgotten all about it. But I prosecuted that trial too, as it happens. You did? It's considered to be an adjunct? Like, it's similar to the word, like, adjacent? How do you say that?
Adjunct.
Adjunct. A thing added to something else is a supplementary rather than an essential part. Okay. He's acquitted after being told to make reparation for the damage caused to the stand. And there you have it. Have what? Surely the accused has not forgotten his own rule. That there's no saving anyone who faces the Reaper in court. Guilty or innocent alike. What? No! What about Gina then? Are you suggesting the reason Judge Shikoku is targeted? The man was sent back to Japan immediately after that trial. The Reaper had no time to do his work. But then, 10 years later, the mark returns to burden once more. Perhaps now you start to see just how vindictive the Reaper is. Oh, you know, I just realized, by having the boat in France, doesn't that kind of break the Reaper's rule of, you know, can't get people overseas? Like, obviously that's not like a hard rule, but come on, that's absurd to take someone's life for that. I just wonder if that's gonna get brought up. Isn't the whole premise of the Reaper absurd? Killing those who have been found innocent. Clearly the rules by which the man operates are beyond a sane person's comprehension. But President knew none of it. He's investigating the Reaper, that's all. Let's try pressing that. Basically, we're waiting for Van Ziggs to speak up, I think. You have complete faith he's innocent in all this? Of course I do. I mean, I owe him that, don't I? He's the only one who had faith in me. Boss promised me, he did. Promised me that even though I was just a diver, he told me you're a top-notch detective. A cub with a good heart like that ain't gonna go and rob people of their futures, is he? Every single person killed by the Reaper was a criminal of the First Order. Low-lifes like that have no compunction about robbing hundreds of others of their futures. Eh? Their ludicrous acquittals in court give them the freedom to make hundreds more suffer. I don't... So what? You justified your actions because you were protecting innocent people's future? Yeah, how dare you! I'm not suggesting that the Reaper's methods are justified at all. Life isn't black and white. That's all I'm saying. That's what we've got to work with. But, yep, we're waiting for him to say something. It's like, I'm not saying it's justified to, you know, go around killing people. But also, like, if they were all people like McGilden, like, you know, that's different, right? Maybe not justified, but makes more sense. Sure, it's like Gregson was basically acting stupid. Not you at all. That ain't the only explanation, is it? You've been investigating the Reaper in secret. If I may. When originally people began referring to me as the Reaper, I didn't object. Yeah, we've heard this like 3 times. You've been investigating it yourself? They show proof conclusively that Gregson was one arm of the Reaper. So we don't really, like... He doesn't have evidence to back that up. That's just him saying it. Like, do we trust that? One arm? What are you on about? His victims are extremely shrewd and criminals at the top of their game. There's no way one person could have done it alone. With you as its head, it spies in that yard, keeping me abreast of Gregson's movements, letting me know when he was elsewhere. I was able to check the most recent entry of the book. I knew the location. You know what it said, Grouse? We're on the boat or the club? Yeah, okay, he went to the Gentleman's Club. That explains why several members claimed to have seen you there. But of course the inspector was not there. Making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. Very well then, back to the testimony. Wait, is it literally the only one I didn't press? Oh, what? No, it's alright. Well, I was thinking it's R9. Is it something about the passport? Police business. I don't see what he's getting at there. What's the line in particular? I don't know. Okay. Is it this one? I don't remember what I haven't pressed yet. I think it's this one. The mark listed was Shikoku? That's what it said. Funny name if you ask me. Thought your name was odd. Please don't say your name was Otto. He's the presiding judge of Japan's Supreme Court of Judiciary. I remember the man. Came to our country as a visiting student 16 years ago. Studying international law and diplomacy under your tutelage, Lord Stronghart. That bearded young fellow was a very able man, I must say. Lord Stronghart was Judge Shikoku's mentor. If I'm not mistaken, he returned to Japan 10 years ago now. After that fateful case. Yeah. The mystery of why such a man would be listed in the notebook. Anything goes possible. Luna hears he got even worse now. Maybe I'll just keep talking. Oh! Right, I've had just enough of this. Okay, we just have to press everything. Do you know? All this nonsense about the boss claiming to kill people. It's cobblers. Come on, Otto. Yes? Why aren't you saying nothing? Why? Why aren't you yelling out objection or something? What? Gotta find a flaw. You do it usually. Someone's lying here, no question. Just gotta work out who it is. Please. For the boss. I'm kinda with her, like... That outburst was an insult to the court and to your own testimony. I might have known that a common pickpocket from the back slums couldn't make a detective. When this trial is over, you'll forfeit your warrant card, Miss Lestrade. Is that clear? Matter with a lot of ya. Lies every bleeding place you look in this world, isn't it? I've had enough. Gina. So have I. Through that little speech of Gina's, I've made up my mind. To do what, Mr. Naruto? There's one point in that cross-examination. Something that was said just didn't sit right with me. One statement that seemed odd. Do you mean about the passport? Not gonna let Gina's plea for help fall on deaf ears. Do we press this again then? And we have a new option?
Hold it!
I don't think it could be presented. Wait for Kazuma. He spies. I want to see exactly what it is he said again. He was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France, as shown in the passport found in his metal trunk. Back to your testimony. Fine. Something wrong? He seemed a little shocked. Can we just present it? I'm not exactly for sure what he's getting at here. Dunkirk actually isn't in the north of France, it's the south of France! No? Okay, game FAQs, what does it want from me? Press the first fourth statement? Press the revised fifth statement? Oh, no. Examine the trunk, investigate the passport and stuff. We've already done that, haven't we? Or is that saying, like, if you haven't done that already? Or do we do it again? But actually, what's the trunk number? Is that on here? Let's do it just in case. Yeah, okay. I guess that's just to update it in case you didn't do that like right when you got the trunk like an insane person. Oh, yeah, okay. Wait, what am I doing with this fifth statement? Press it.
Hold it!
Hold on, I can just find a flaw and everything. I want to thank you, Gina. Help me find my resolve. My great ace attorney. Resolve. Eh? What do you mean? Amongst everything we've heard during this cross-examination, there's one thing that defies explanation. One inconsistency. What? An inconsistency? Really, Ono? Don't quite know what it means yet, but yes, there's an inconsistency, something that was said by Kazuma, wherever he is.
Take that!
Is it that the passport was in the trunk and he was supposed to be in his pocket? By you, Kazuma Asuki. Me? Is this some attempt at filibustering, counsel? Prosecutor Asuki has given no testimony. What are you suggesting I said that was inconsistent? You let something slip that you shouldn't have. When I present the relevant piece of evidence, imagine you'll realize what you've done. Yeah, I know exactly what we're talking about. Very well then, counsel, go ahead. What evidence reveals the alleged inconsistency? Yeah, of course, the passport. I know what's going on here. My initial impressions are correct. This is not... Is it not the passport? Use your best... You're no skin out, I know it's dead! This one Kazuma said... Because at the time he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. Shown by the passport found in his metal trunk. This is exactly it. Made a mistake, that's all. What are you suggesting I said was inconsistent? Something... I know what we're talking about. Yeah, of course. Anything? North France? North France? Smallpox? Yeah, actually, the ports are shut down to the smallpox. No? Germ theory? The docks are shut down to the germ theory. But is it somehow the ticket? Hold on, we'll get back to that. Autopsy report? Scorch marks. Oh yeah, we never found out whose gun it was, is it? Standard issue firearms for members of the judiciary. So was it Strongheart that shot him? Like, what else's gun could that be? I mean, he could have stolen Van Six's gun. Remember, he says he hasn't seen it for years. Is it the card? Oh, it's the Shob's bunny! Steamship ticket, SS Grouse, Kevin, 001. Arrives in London the 1st of November. Then get called to Dunkirk on the north coast for a night before finally arriving in Dover. Huh? I don't get what he's getting at. Game FAQ, save me. It's like the trunk? It's not metal at all?
Take that!
This is a trunk that belonged to Inspector Gregson. A metal construction, is it? Certainly very heavy. What's this? The blood? A blood stain? A relatively fresh one, too. What? You mean that ain't grease from all the boss's fish and chips? Fresh blood on the inspector's trunk. That suggests the victim was traveling without luggage when he was killed. That can't be. There's no mention of any trunk in Scotland Yard's report. Yes, there's a reason for that. Immediately after the inspector's body was discovered, one of the street peddlers made off with the trunk, hoping to sell it. I found it. Me with me nose for trouble. Which means that nobody should have known anything about the trunk. Unless, of course, we're talking about somebody who was present when the victim was killed. What? Kazuma? And yet, during the cross-examination of the witness just now, you said this, Kazuma. So at the time he was making his way to the steamship, as shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. So the question is, how did you know about the inspector's trunk? We know the man went on a trip to France. Where else would he have put his passport?
Objection!
How do you know it was metal? Yeah, you know it was a metal trunk. Answer me honestly, Kazuma. On the 31st of October, where exactly were you? At the port of Dunkirk, on board the SS Grouse. Is that the answer you're looking for Yunosuke? Kazuma! What did you... I hadn't considered the possibility before, but if Kazuma was there on the ship, then it could only have been for one purpose. Oh no, Mr. Naruhodo. Surely you don't think... Come on, Yunosuke. You know the rules. It wasn't his gun, was it? The only thing that really talks in the courtroom is hard evidence. As I understand it, Inspector Gregson always took that case with him when he traveled. So as it stands, you've proven nothing. Did he cut it with his sword? Kazuma? Are you challenging me to prove it, beyond all reasonable doubt? That you were there that day? The same place as the inspector? He was there, with Gregson. There's a clue you've overlooked. A secret that trunk can tell us. Can't be sure at this point. I'll need to verify it. A nasty feeling, I'm gonna be right. The accusation being made is deeply disturbing. But nevertheless, we must test it. Once we'll identify for the court where in the trunk the alleged clue can be found. It's gotta be this, right?
Got it!
This is your proof? What do you say to that, Prosecutor Asuki? What? No, this is good! This is good! No! It's a sword! Do I have to look at it first? It's a huge gash. Wonder how it happened. Come on! The katana did that. That is totally... It went through metal. Fragment of metal. Don't cut yourself, you better... Wait, is that from Karyuma?
Got it!
I never saw that. What? No, that's Karyuma! That's Karyuma! Oh my god. That's a piece of... Make him draw his sword! Okay, hold on, game FAQs. Open the lid, turn the trunk around so it fixes the blade fragment on one edge of the lid and present it. Turn, so... What does that mean by that? I can't save. Is this... Okay.
Got it!
There we go. There's a small piece of metal lodged in the wall of the trunk here. Like the tip of a blade. Eh? A blade? Kazuma, slung around your waist as ever today. It's the steam blade Karyuma. Of course it is. Won't you draw it? Here in this courtroom, for all to see. Exercise caution, my learned friend. That man is the son of London's most notorious killer. Bailiff, watch Prosecutor Asuki like a hawk. That won't be necessary. Ooh. Oh no! The tip is broken. If the fragment of metal from the trunk fits together with the end of the sword, the question of who was there with Inspector Gregson will be answered. Agreed? Kazuma Asuki? Expertly done, Runosuke. That's a point to you, and well deserved. Do you mean to tell the court, Prosecutor Asuki? Yes, on the 31st of October, I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk in order to carry out a mission. He's one of the names in the Morse code. So the additional person authorized to travel was me. And the mission was the assassination of the Mark. What? What? So what happened to Shikoku? You mean you're the killer whose name was omitted from this notebook? You were following the Reaper's orders to dispatch Judge Shikoku? Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I have killed no one. Explain. I accepted the assassination mission, yes, and I accompanied Gregson to Dunkirk, but I never had any intention of carrying out the plan. You're never going to do it? We can believe Kazuma-sama, I'm sure. Can we? After all, Judge Shikoku arrived safely in London the following day, and we haven't seen him since. On the 31st, I boarded a train from London with Inspector Gregson. We traveled to Dover, from where we crossed the channel to Dunkirk. Then we boarded the SS Grouse and made for the cabin deck, as indicated by the plan. You went to Judge Shikoku's cabin? Exactly. He wasn't there, though. We decided to wait, but Gordy told us he had no intention of going through with it anyway. I didn't come to Great Britain to take anyone's life, so I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. Spent that night at a boarding house in the town, and returned to England the following morning. That is so sus. A boarding house? Dunkirk? My signature will be in the register book. It would be simple enough to verify. Then, what became of Shikoku? Gregson was no assassin, so the mark was spared. I'm sure it's easy enough to imagine what happened after that. Gregson returned to England as well, having failed to complete the mission. He met with the Reaper in that room on Fresno Street to report the failure, causing the infuriated mastermind to pull the trigger and end his wretched agent's life. That's the real truth behind Inspector Gregson's murder.
Objection!
But if you did nothing as you claim, how did the tip of your sword come to be lodged in the inspector's trunk? I don't need to answer that. The victim was killed by a gunshot. A small fragment of a Japanese blade isn't relevant to the case. I mean, it is a little bit. Accordingly, I choose to exercise my right to silence on that matter. What? This isn't America. You don't have the Fifth Amendment. Be that as it may, the court will sequester the sword as evidence. As you wish, my lord. Great sword Kaguma has been entered. I like how it gets great sword. Oh, he still has it by his size though. We must take immediate action to verify whether Seishiro Jikoku remains unharmed. What? Remains unharmed? I agree. That should be our first priority. It recently comes to my attention that he hasn't been seen since yesterday. How did you... When a foreign dignitary invited to Great Britain goes missing for 24 hours, it's only natural that the question of his safety should arise. You don't mean to say... You think Judge Shikoku may have been killed? The Reaper has more than one assassin at his disposal. Hold on. Anything on the outside? Oh no, I want to draw it. What, is that his headband? Kaguma the Great Blade. Think of beauty. I want to gaze at her for hours. Sword? It's broken. Such a shame. It's meticulously cared for over the years. You can almost hear Kaguma's sobs. Just really taking a swing for that to happen. Anything on the other side? There's gotta be something in it, right? Is that really it? Can we look in the sheath? Anything in there? Okay. The Reaper has more than one assassin at his disposal. Use the power and influence to give orders from inside of a prison cell. Isn't that right, Lord Van Zeeks? Having a drink. How did he get that? Where did he get that from? If I were true to the Reaper, I'd be able to tell you. He's been in prison. Order! Order in the court! Order! We'll take an emergency recess for 30 minutes. Now? Guests at the symposium have been told to maintain regular contact with the organizer's office. The man can't be located within half an hour. We'll have to assume the worst. Oh no! Not Judge Shikoku! No one would want to kill a harmless Japanese man who'd only just arrived in the country. Except, that is, for the Reaper, wanting to finish off a mark that slipped through the net 10 years ago. I'd have to agree. Mr. Naruhodo, for the defense's sake, my lord, I sincerely hope we are successful. No, you don't. If we're unable to confirm Mr. Jikoku's healthy existence in the next 30 minutes, you will face grave difficulties. Court is adjourned for 30 minutes. Did we continue? Not yet. Just hanging out? Kazuma-sama, the Reaper's assassin. Real slow, I mean, a nightmare. Can hardly believe it either. But on the other hand, Kazuma isn't in the habit of making up stories. I have such a terrible sense of foreboding. Something awful has happened to Judge Shikoku. And I feel as though things will only spiral further and further out of control. Felt it from the moment I stepped into the courthouse this morning. That strange sensation that we were careering towards a foregone conclusion. In the worst case, we might only have 30 minutes left. Unfortunately, though, I don't think there's anything we can do but wait now. We're out of options. Actually, there may be one last hand we can play. Yeah? Is it in the book? Or rather... Oh, one last year. The Sholmes money? Of course! I thought we were going to be saving this for later. Little Mr. Sholmes that Iris gave us. For some reason, you completely run out of options. Just pull little Hurley's ears as hard as he possibly can. Perhaps now is the time. What should I do? Pull Hurley's ears or not? I would love it if this is actually a time when it's just leave it. But pull! Here goes then. I'm gonna do it. Good luck, Mr. Naruhodo. No looking back. Heave! Ow! Actually, she put Sholmes' soul inside the bunny. That scream sounded like Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes? Where are you? Here, my dear fellow. What, is a walkie-talkie? Here! It's the felt doll talking! Pull the ears again, Mr. Naruhodo, as hard as you can. Alright then, put all my strength into it. Eve! They didn't have radio back then, did they? I think that's a little bit later. Ow! Please, my dear fellows, you don't need to pull my ear off. Is he on the ship? Mr. Sholmes, where are you? Myself and my trusty partner are presently in the first-class cabin of the SS Grouse. The SS Grouse? She left over last night after the final pieces of cargo were loaded. We're currently docked at Dunkirk, due to be underway again in half an hour. You've taken a ship to France? Please! Even with my athletic prowess, I'd struggle to jump the Straits of Dover. After we left Baker Street last night, we hurried by cab to the station and train to the port, in order to board this vessel in time. I mean, you've already worked it out? The steamship was where everything really took place? Mr. Naruhodo, pray, what is my name? Herlock Sholmes? World-famous great detective! Recited to perfection! Well done! You're a genius, Mr. Sholmes. It's the only word for it. Why does it tug at his ear like that? Ow, 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 ow! Mr. Zato, gently with this genius's ear, please. Oh my, I'm ever so sorry. If I may, Sholmes? Mikotoba? Ah, there you are, Mikotoba. You may Are we Mikotoba? You may remember that it was in fact I who made the connection to the SS Grouse. At Scotland Yard yesterday, we examined that notebook and I recalled my steam ticket. Ha 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 ha! Of course it was! How did they get the notebook? Has everyone read the notebook? Besides us? Of course it was, my dear fellow. Not once did I controvert that fact. Merely had our court-bound companions utter my name. Yes, you did, didn't you? We just entered a recess. The trial resumes in 30 minutes from now. We're unable to present any new leads then, I'm afraid to say. Do not fret, please. It's for precisely that purpose that my partner and I have made this journey. I have no doubt that we shall have welcome news for you within the half hour. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. That'd be wonderful. Until later, then. Yes, you'll be hearing from us if you're not in touch first. Ah, my ear! Should be hearing anything if you keep touching my ear in that mindless fashion. Whatever was the idea behind making a receiver operate in that way in the first place, Sholmes? Why the deuce would I know? Cyrus's invention, not mine. She thought it was funny. Are we? Are we playing as them? Okay, maybe I should call the episode there? I guess, wait, hold on, game mapping, hold on. Yeah, oh, okay. After trial part 1, it says investigation intermission. Okay. So, yeah, we're investigating. Okay. I'll see you guys next time for that, then. I don't know how long it'll be, but we're doing it. Bye.